Happy Friday! How's your Friday morning and Friday evening and Friday afternoon going? I trust that you are having amazing, fantastic Friday. Okay, today is actually Good Friday, right? But I am working today. Anyway, that's okay. I hope you guys can hear me. I noticed Tessa Marie's live was super glitchy. Instagram's trying to, I don't know. I don't think Instagram doing on purpose. I would say Instagram having hiccups. And I hope my life is gonna be okay. It's not gonna be glitchy. But when you join, if my live is glitchy and just keep chopping, let me know. But I will do it anyway because I scheduled myself to do live every Friday, 8:30 a.m. at Eastern Time. Okay? So anyway. So I'm going to start talking right now. Today's topic is 3 ways. Oh, I forgot to put an S actually on the title, but that's okay. 3 ways to manage mental fatigue. 3 ways to manage mental fatigue. Yes, when mental can be tired. Physical is not the only one you feel tired. Don't you feel like, oh my gosh, I think I have enough sleep. I have enough rest, but I feel so tired. I feel drained. Don't you ever feel that way? I do. And then sometimes you just don't know why, but like the more you think about it, why you are mentally tired, you're feeling mental fatigue, and it gets more likely it gets worse and worse. You get in the rabbit hole, right? Because your brain is kind of thinking and just trying to figure out why. And you keep asking the wrong question to yourself, that why I feel tired. I just feel really exhausted. I feel so exhausted. I don't know why. I feel exhausted, tired. My head feels heavy. You keep asking wrong questions. Remember, having a good question, you gotta to get a great answer, you have to have a great question. We tend to ask wrong questions. No wonder we keep feeling tired. We feel mental fatigue, right? And then I used to feel, here's my experience. I used to feel like, I don't know. Mentally, I feel so tired. My brain feels heavy. It's just like I used to feel like super heavy feeling everywhere. And especially I kind of felt really, not a pain, but like dull, heavy feeling around my head and eyes. And then I just like, okay, I'm going to close my eyes and then I'm going to have a rest. But 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, I still felt tired. Don't you feel that way too? Yeah, that's called mental fatigue. And then I figured it out, the way I manage mental fatigue. Yes, mental fatigue never goes away. It's still there. It's coming. It will come. You cannot get rid of forever mental fatigue. I'm sure we've even, just like a stress, you cannot get rid of stress, right? Stress comes. And what do? You cannot avoid stress. What do we do? Like you got to find a way to manage your own way. You study from the others. You're going to do try and error. And whatever it works for you, you will take in the solution, right? You got to customize your own way. So I find a way to help you guys 3 ways to manage your mental fatigue. Very easy. You can take action right away. Very easy. Okay. Number one. Keep your distance from people who are overly tired or overly energetic. It can be tired from our minds. Right? Number 2, instead of putting off big tasks, let's tackle them one step at a time. If we leave things undone, worries and anxieties can build up. Number 3, make sure to get good sleep. Not getting enough sleep can make us feel irritable and emotionally unstable. Okay, those 3 ways, right? So you can deal with it when you start feeling mental fatigue, and then you just like, oh, okay, that might be one of those 3 reasons why I starting to feel heavy, mental fatigue. I have enough sleep, why I'm still tired, mentally tired. So the reason could be one of those 3 reasons, right? So yes, I'm going to go back to number 1. What have you ever feel when you spend time with the person, right? Or people, or when you are surrounded by the people, they are always saying, just like a breathing, right? Naturally, that's their nature, saying, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Oh my gosh, it's just like, I have a body ache. Like, so all those things, tired. And then people complains and tired, and your body hurts, and you're like, eye hurts or the hair hurts. It's like all those things, right? When you are those ways, or like world is end, nothing good things happen. When you are spend time with those people all the time, yes, it's contagious. You're gonna feel very tired. You will find yourself is mentally fatigued too. And on the other hand, if you spend the time with like overly energetic people a long time, it's okay, just a temporary. It makes you feel like just pumping, right? Like, oh my gosh, yes, he's so energetic. I spent time with you for like an hour. Yes, that makes me smile. That's really good. I feel energetic too. Yes, but if you spend those time with the people 3 days, 1 week, or like rest of your life, what's gonna happen? You feel exhausted. Here's my example. Okay, so when I go back to Japan, I feel super exciting, right? It's like I have a dopamine, like it's like during my stay, like for 2 weeks, the dopamine just keep going up and creating dopamine because I'm in Japan, exciting, see my family, food. Oh, here you are, Tessa. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. If you find my Instagram live is glitchy, pausing, let me know. You're the first one to show up. Thank you so much. Because I stayed on your Instagram live, and then, I don't know, Instagram is having hiccups. You keep like, it was so glitchy. So just let me know. If I'm stop moving like this, that, I'm doing it on purpose. I am feeling fantastic. It's a beautiful day. It's a good Friday. I'm working. Anyway, I show up. So thank you so much. So how are you feeling today, Tessa? How are you feeling today? So anyway, yes. So I am talking about 3 ways to manage mental fatigue. And then number one, 3 ways, right? Number 1 is, right? We should chat today. Oh, yes. I will let you know. I gotta work all day long, but I will let you know. Okay. I will send you a DM, Tessa. So anyways, yes. So I feel, this is my example. Like I feel like when I go back to Japan, like I said, I get so excited. So I think I am overly energetic, too much. So what's happened, right? Oh, you feel amazing. Thank you. That's amazing too. I'm glad to hear that. So, you know what's happened? My mom, she feels tired after I left. She said, you know what? I love you so much, but when you come visit Japan, right? When you come down here, and then it's just like you're so busy, and I am super happy. I'm very excited too. And then like after you leave, I need 3 days off. I feel so tired. Yes, sometimes one time when we visited Japan long time ago, whole family, my husband, the kids, we stay at my mom's house for like a whole week. And after that, she had to lay down almost 3 days straight. She said she didn't get sick, but she said, I was overly tired, right? So I understand, yes, because she was surrounded with overly energetic people. So that can be tiring, right? So when those things happens, what do you have to do? What do you have to do, right? You got to have a rest, or you feel like you have a mental, you starting to feel mental fatigue, and then you got trying to be away from overly tired people, overly energetic people, right? You have to protect yourself. Whatever the excuse you make up, and then you just say no to those people, right? And working on Good Friday is against the rule. It is. I'm gonna be arrested. I have to pay fine, Tessa. Yep, that was me. Rest and rest again and again. That was my mom. So now I learned a lesson too. I try not to make my mom super tired. So number two, I do feel that way. Say, if I am procrastinating or putting off the big task, not starting at all, it's just in my head, right? I gotta do this, I gotta make a plan, right? I gotta do this, big things. But if I don't take action and to working toward that plan, it just is still in my head. I keep thinking, and that makes me tired, right? For example, in like last year or the year before, actually, I started to think like, I got to have a video editing seminar. I want to have workshop, actually, video editing workshop. It was in my head. It was in the goal setting journal. And then I kept thinking. Feels like I had to make a plan, right? I had to make a plan is, okay, I got to post on Instagram, or I got to just starting to asking the people do collaboration, or I have to like make a plan for a workshop, right? Like day 1, day 2, those things. But I was keep putting off for so many months, and it kept bigger and bigger on my head. And I started to feel tired, even if just think about it. So how was this? So, what was the solution? What is the solution, right? And then I figured out the solution, right? When you start to feel like putting off the big task things, to figure out the solution is start small. What start small? Yes. Like I know it's big, and you feel really, it's just like it's too much to do it. The whatever the workshop and big project, whatever the things, like our renovation for the house, whatever. But right, just thinking about it make you exhausted, make you feel you have a mental fatigue. You will wind up having a mental fatigue. What is the solution is you got to start small. What is the smallest step that you can take right now for the goal, towards the goal? It's simple, isn't it? So what I did for a video editing seminar, okay, so I asked ChatGPT about the planning. I do workshop, 2 days, 1 day workshop for beginners, video editing seminar. Can ask the plan. So I did it, and then ChatGPT helped to create the plan, right? Like just like, the beginning, introduce yourself, and then how about the talking about like starting to showing the app, how to use it, or like it just hands-on, like all kind of things. Like maybe there are 7 steps to host the workshop. And that made me feel a little bit lighter, right? It's like, yes, I haven't completed yet, but I completed little stuff. There is, say, you got to renovate the bathroom, you got to renovate the kitchen. That's my thing, so renovate the kitchen. What is the smallest thing that you can do? Take an action to go towards the goals. The kitchen. Okay, maybe I can check IKEA catalog. Or maybe I can draw the pictures, my ideal kitchen. That is the first step. Or maybe go Costco, look around the faucet. Oh, hey, I like this Moen's faucet. That can be my list. Yes, you can start making a list. That makes you feel better, feel lighter, right? Yes, it's small things. It's really small things. So you can always do, it's even if you don't even have to spend the money. You can always you can always be able to find the smallest things that to do towards a big project. So that you can just avoid mental fatigue. Believe me, do not underestimate the power of small steps, right? So, hi Jiyo-chan, happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. Happy Good Friday, Jiyo-chan. Yes. So, what Tessa said, when we do not have a plan, we get tired. Yes, that's so true too. Because if we don't have a plan, what's going to happen? You're just like floating in the ocean with big boat. Like just, okay, what are we going to do? Where are we going? And then, you know what's going to happen? If we don't have a plan, you're going to be, how do I say? Like always, like something else, somebody else's agenda is coming up. And then you are going to put it off. You wind up put it off your own plan, your dream and goal, or your dreams and goals and desire. It's gonna be you gotta put it off, right? You got to make a plan. You got to make a plan. Like, you know what? For example, my everyday life. If I don't make a plan, okay, my husband and my kids going to ask me a lot of things, right? Mom, can you wash my work clothes? Mom, can you take buddy for outside? Yuko, Yuko, can you just clean the yard? Whatever works. Or I'm running out of we're running out of bread. Can you go shoppers get a bread and eggs? And in my mind it's just like, and then in the end of the day, I'm so exhausted mentally, physically, because I couldn't do anything for myself. I was doing everything for the others. So you got to make a plan. So when they ask something, at least you can say, can I do it? Maybe, I'm sorry, I cannot do it today. Maybe can I do it tomorrow? Because today I do have a plan for this and that, right? So you got to be able to say that. Thank you so much, Cesar. I love your comment. That helped me to expand my, my idea. Anyway, it's always, I have to push myself to just speak a little bit of extra words. So number 3, right? 3 ways to manage mental fatigue. Number 3 is, this is so important and very, very simple. But yet, a lot of people, they cannot do that, right? And I did it exactly this way. So I feel my head feels light, as you can see, right? So Number 3 is make sure you have a good sleep, right? Because what's going to happen if you don't have a good sleep? How do you feel next day, right? You feel irritable and you feel exhausted, or it's how do I say, you tend to get somebody else's word very personal. When you don't have enough sleep, it's so hard to manage your everyday life, right? Make a decision too every day. And then, so this is talking about decisions. See, if I don't have a good sleep, say I go grocery store, sometimes I do have like mental, what is called like mental blah moment. I just look at this. And then sometimes I have to spend like 3 minutes. This is a true story. I have to spend 3 minutes. Should I get Miracle Whip or maybe mayo? I don't know. Which is better? Miracle Whip? Maybe, yeah, Miracle Whip says dressing. So maybe if I make potato salad, maybe this is very easy. But this Miracle Whip is too sweet. Maybe I should make a simple ones. So maybe the mayo? I don't know. So I tend to waste time and then wind up, I just starting to have brain fog because I didn't have a good sleep at night before, right? And wind up just like, I wind up making a bad decision. This is only grocery shopping, right? But, so how many bad decisions you made because of the mental fatigue, because of maybe you didn't have a good sleep? How many arguments or how many fights, trouble you had, relationship, because you didn't have a good sleep? That could happen. Sleeping is very, very important. I used to underestimate sleeping. I used to think like, I want to be productive. So I only have 4 hours, 6 hours sleep. That's all I need. I used to think that way, right? It was okay. It was okay when I was young, but now I just like, you know what? Not enough sleep makes you tired. And then that's going to lower my productivity. And then easy to have a mistake, right? My job is I'm a hairstylist. Because I didn't have that never happens, but I don't, that just is just an example. So if I didn't have enough sleep, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And then when I'm giving a haircut to my clients, right? I could have a mistake because I didn't have enough sleep. That could happen in real life. There are sometimes some people go to hair salon, get a bad job because maybe your hairstylist didn't have a bad sleep. Didn't have a good sleep. That could happen. That could happen. Maybe it's the reason your ear gets snipped, bloody ear, right? Happen. It only happened to me once, actually. Because maybe the hairstylist was so tired because she always didn't have a good sleep. That could happen. Crazy, right? The reason your hair got crazy, get like, I don't know, weird shape of bleach, like that's not unwanted to color, the color you didn't want. It's crazy result. Or like just perm, you got crazy perm. Maybe your hairstylist was so mentally fatigued because she didn't have enough sleep. That could happen too, right? So great topic and you do it well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tessa. Yes. Yeah, that could happen. It's like solution could be the good sleep, right? That's like, believe me, if you do have a good sleep, just not for one night, but if you getting, say, okay, I can't have, what? I don't know. I don't want to give up my Netflix. I don't want to give up my nighttime drink, right? I don't want to give up my nighttime YouTube watch in the bed. I don't want to give up my nighttime snack. Yes. If you do all those things, if you do it, it's doing a habit, drink before night, right? Or like eat before night, or watching TV in the bed, or watching YouTube with yourself, sleep with iPad or iPhone. I know you don't want to give up, right? All those things, right? I understand because it's a habit you keep doing for a long time and watching 10 episodes of Netflix, right? But say, maybe why don't you just try? Try 1 week. Do 1 week. Challenge. I shouldn't use try. Challenge. Why don't you do like maybe 3 days challenge? Because some people, if I ask you, why don't you do like 7 days challenge? Some people, they do feel overwhelmed. Oh no, I cannot do it. That's too long. I don't think I can do that. Okay. It's like, that's lower. 3 days. Even if you do 3 days challenge to do night habit, right? Great night morning routines that Tessa teach, right? Do it. And how do you feel? Just 3 days? 3 days, it may change your life. And then you don't give up your bad habits. I shouldn't say bad habits. Why don't you do it at the weekends? Or like, you're like before your day off. You can still have those habits. Do not give up completely because you want to live, right? You want to enjoy your life, right? Just like my weekend. My weekend is I just do a bad, I'm not sure saying bad. I stay up late with my husband and watch Netflix. And I eat sometimes some potato chips or cheese with wine at 10 p.m. It's okay. You cannot give up living. But just try or challenge 3 days. Having a good night routine. And then you do it. Just go to bed. No iPad with you. No 10 episodes on Netflix. No wine with you. Just do it 3 days. It makes it really helps to improve, right, your mental fatigue. Anyway, thank you so much. I'm so happy. You guys, Chio-chan and Tessa stayed with me. Thank you so much. And I am going to read Chio-chan's comment. Yes, sleeping is important. I went to bed at 2 a.m. last night. I still feel tired. 10 teenagers were here here till late. Oh my gosh. Your son's friends had sleepover your house? 2 a.m. Yes. I know what you mean though. I know what you mean. That can be tiring too. But it's called living. You cannot live up living. You do it for your loved one, right? You did it because of your son. You love your son. You want a son to have a great time too, right? Like those things, it's okay. But I know what you mean. But I hope you have a time to have a nap today. You kidding? They had a haircut party? Oh my gosh, that's wild. I feel for you. Yeah, right, Tessa? I know. Oh yes, I know what you mean though. I used to raise my boys in this house. But I am so glad that I didn't have a girl, right? But haircut party, oh my gosh, that can be messy. Very hard. Cleaning up hair, you do a haircut at home, right? So bathroom, whatever, kitchen. Cleaning up is very, very hard because whatever you vacuum 10 times, 20 times, you still find a hair somewhere in the kitchen, in the bathroom. So, you know what? I wish I could go to Chio-chan's house and help with cleaning. Oh my gosh, Yuko was Yuko at the haircut party? I wish I could go there. That would be so much fun. You know what? I did it actually. Not the haircut party, but my friend's daughter, when she was like 8 years old, right? So I did what is called the princess theme party I did actually updo for my friend's daughter and her friends. They had so much fun, right? Just like I make them look like princess. That's so amazing. But it's haircut party, it's crazy. But I'm sure anybody had a crazy haircut? I don't know. Oh wow, your son cut everyone else's hair last night. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Wow, did he enjoy that? He enjoyed cutting hair? Maybe he can be a hairstylist too, right? Because when I was a teenager, at school, at recess, yes, I used to cut hair. I used to cut friends' hair at recess at school. True story. Yes? Wow, that's amazing. I'm very impressed. Wow, that's good. So anyway, thank you so much for staying with me, Tessa and Chio-chan, and I trust that you guys having an amazing, fantastic, good Friday weekend. Yes, have a great day, ladies. I need to get organized for the day. Have fun. Yes. All right, I message you, Tessa. All right, thank you so much. Bye.